Good morning. I'm in a good mood today. I don't know why. It's rare, so let's enjoy it. I don't want to say good mood. I'm just like I'm motivated today. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not a Mariners fan. I can imagine why they're motivated, but no, not me. And I have to dust my thing here. Couldn't have done this beforehand. Dust my monitor up there. All right. Hey, welcome everybody. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Make sure my volume is up here. There we go. Yeah, it's up. I see it. It's all good. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Crazy baseball games over the weekend. Didn't really go the way I wanted them to, most of them. But we'll get through it. We got baseball on today. The Mariners and the Blue Jays got the short end of the stick. Like, I don't understand if the Dodgers, like, game one tonight is the Dodgers, or not game one, but I mean game one of the NLCS is the Dodgers, right? Oh, no, it's Milwaukee. It's in Milwaukee. All right. Still strange because they're starting at 7 o'clock. They could have started at 8 o'clock their time. I guess that's 9 Eastern. Just weird that the Mariners and the Blue Jays are at 2 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock Eastern. Kind of weird. What's kind of cool about it, though, is the Leafs game. They're playing at home tonight against Detroit. They moved it up, so it's like when this stream is over, it's almost time for face-off, which I'm excited about. Get me some hockey. Go Leafs, go. All right. Beyond that, I don't have a whole lot to talk about from this weekend, but let's get into some dailies, shall we? I think we had a rough week last week. I think we went 7-2, which is below our average. Yeah, we did, because we missed the first one last week, and then we've only got a 1-game hitting streak. So yeah, we definitely messed that one up. But new week. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get in, shall we? All right, let's get going. I'm going catcher. That's the way I work. All right, we got Tim McCarver and Todd Hundley's father, whose name I never remember. Starting 9 this week, 9-0 with 0 home runs. Pretty I mean, I expect you to go 9-0. But if you say it's pretty tough, that doesn't bode well for me. All right, so Tim McCarver, I'm going to guess this is the Cardinals, unless it's an all-star game of some sort. Todd Hundley's father, whose name is escaping me. Randy, thank you very much. Randy Hundley. You went 8-1. All right. That means I'm probably going to go 5-4 or 4-5, which I don't think I've ever gone like that, but we'll see. All right, well, let's just go with the Cardinals here. That's at least who McCarver played for most, in my mind, at least. Nope, not in this case. All right, let's go pitcher. Well, then pitcher's certainly not going to be Bob Gibson now, is it? We've got Selma Blair and Bert Hooton. Selma. That name seems familiar. Bert Hooton seems... Well, I know his first name, so I know who Bert Hooton is. Who did boot? Boot hurting. Oh, and you know what? You're gonna get to see me. You're gonna get to see me. This is good. This is when I stream. It's like a reminder to take my meds. That's a good thing. Bert Hooten. Boot hurting. Why do I keep calling him Boot hurting? I swear my dyslexia is on point today. Bert Hooten. I don't. The more I think about Bert Hooten, and I have to say it slowly, the less I can picture him on any team. Trying to think who else Tim McCarver played for. I mean, I don't know. I guess I would be the answer other than the Cardinals. I don't know if Randy and Bert played on the Mets or not. We're going to try it anyway because I'm wearing my Mets hat today. So we gotta represent. Nope. No, sir. All right, let's go. Dick Selma. Boot hurtin'. Boot hurtin' is actually my country music name. I sing country music all the time. Boot hurtin'. Yeah, I know McCarver was Bob Gibson's catcher, as was Uke. I'm just having a hard time knowing who else. I mean, I guess the Cardinals right off the bat, unless we're thinking of somebody else. All right, we're going to go off book today. Off script, I guess, would be a better phrase. Let's go Boot hurtin'. Oh, not Gibson. Boot hurtin' is my country music podcast. I review all of the latest independent country artists. Let's go somewhere unexpected. Unexpected would be like left field. But I kind of want to go center field. All right, we're going to go one more usual one. Then we're going to go off book. Rick Monday. All right. So that leads me to believe this might be the Dodgers if we've got Rick Monday. Montanez, I do not know. So let's go with the Dodgers. Wow. Is this an all-star game? Or I mean, I don't know. I'm sure Rick Monday and Tim McCarver played for multiple teams that I'm just not aware of. All right. Should we just run the outfield? Should we just go left and center? Let's do it. We're gonna try some things this week. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try some things. All right, let's go left field. All right, we've got Clue. No, that's not Clue. It's just Greg Luzinski. Not an all-star game. All right. We've got Greg Luzinski. Am I even in the right league? Is what I'm questioning. And not Bernie Williams. Montanez had stung. All right. Well, Greg Luzinski. I mean, is this Cleveland? And is that even who we need? Rick Monday, Randy Hundley, and Bert Hooten. Is that Billy Williams? Is this the Cubs? I think it's the Cubs. Whew. Got it. Nailed it.
Big hit. Happy body.
You know it. You know it, Jack. Whew. That was not my best. That was not a great one. I'm not going to lie. I struggled on that one. All right. 1972 Cubs rookie Bert Hooton fires no-hitter by Gregory H. Wolf. All right. We got a no-hitter beginning of the season in Chicago. Probably pretty chilly. I bet you the attendance is going to be pretty low. I'm going to say it's a pretty quick game. I'm going to say 2 hours and 12 minutes. 2:12. Ooh, 2:33. Pretty low attendance. Oh, this was like the third game of the year even. All right. Let's see for the Phillies. All right. Larry Bowe would have given the Phillies away from me. Dick Selma, Greg Luzinski. Why did I think Luzinski for the Phillies and the White Sox? I am clearly getting him confused with Big Clue, who's name I'm not going to remember either. All right. Who else here would have helped me out? Okay. So Billy Williams, that clicked. That's kind of sent me over the edge there. Joe Pepitone, who played a part in our podcast this last week. Because Kramer owns the inside of the plate. When he's on the mound, he's got to intimidate. Ron Santo would have given it away. Rick Monday led me there. Although I think of him as a Dodger. Don Kessinger, I know the name. Cubs, I don't know. Bert Hooton. Let's see what Bert did. Cubs. Dodgers, Rangers. Cubs, Dodgers, Rangers for Bert Hooton. I wonder how old he was in this picture, because he's probably like 23 and he looks like he's 48. And we were going to look up Willie Montanez. I love these uniforms. Let's see. Willie came up with the California Angels, then Phillies, and then, wow, cheat code. Played in 163 games in 1976. Led the league in double plays grounded into twice. Second in Rookie of the Year with 13 sacrifice flies. 30 home runs. He's an extra base machine. Not a lot of just getting on base. And not a lot of speed. I'm not gonna lie, not a lot of speed. Let's see, who was he traded for? Wow, that is a lot. Montana was traded for the guy who. Oh, okay. Well, there. Curt Flood refused. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. He was traded for Curt Flood, and then Flood refused. There's Gary Maddox. Darrell Evans in here as well. Tom Grieve. Burt B. Home Blyleven. I mean, this is a hell of a it's like everyone in the league was involved in this. There's Ed Lynch. There we go with the Mets. Gaylord Perry. My God, the guy was Tony Phillips. He was traded for a lot of guys through a lot of years. All right. There you go. I see you, Willie. I see you. All right. Well, we got one win. We're off to a better start than last week. It wasn't pretty, but we got there. All right, let's go. Next game. All right, we're gonna do something here. I'm gonna follow your guys' lead here, and I'm gonna start with third base instead of catcher. Catcher is probably it's gonna be like Terry Steinbach and freaking Pudge or something. But no, we're gonna go with third base this time and just see how it goes. Luke Sewell, I'm assuming, because he comes up every freaking week. And is this Calvin Pickering? Is that who that is? Calvin Pickering? Let's see. I got Cubs down. Now I don't know why, but Luke Sewell, when I see the name Sewell, I just think of Cleveland, and I don't know. I don't even remember if that's Luke Pickering. I for some reason think it's Cleveland. Is this an inter squad game? Is this like spring training? All right. Well, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go Cleveland right off the bat anyway. Although I can guarantee you it's probably not, but I'm still gonna do it. All right. I mean, I know about the time frame though. So let's go pitchers. You think it's Joe? I don't think this is Mordecai. And I don't think this is Steve Klein because he was a reliever and he was in the 80s or the 90s or maybe 2000s. Never know, though. Could be a time travel type situation. Wormhole. I don't know. For some reason, I think Mordecai Brown was earlier than Joe Sewell, who replaced Ray Chapman. Oh, okay. Okay. Well then, I mean, was it Ray Chapman was on Cleveland, wasn't he? So it's definitely not Cleveland. I can tell you. I can tell you one thing. This is not Cleveland. Unless it's like the Forest Cities or the Spiders or I wonder if it was the Naps. I can't go Cleveland. Although I really want to. Like, I really want to, but I'm not going to. Yet. I just can't go back to back. All right, let's do... Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go with the Sens. Naps are included in the Guardians. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, they are. 1901. I've done that before. I've done something similar before. All right, no Sens. All right, where do we go now? I want to follow you. Okay, what do you guys do? You guys go third base, and then you go pitcher, I assume. I made an assumption there. I want to know the third base logic. When you pick third base, do you pick pitcher next? And if so, what comes after that? What's the next? And don't give me a position that is gonna give it away, or not that it would give it away for me, but what is the typical? And you can even just put in chat. What is your typical order that your 5 positions? Because I will follow that here. I will follow that all week, as a matter of fact. I'm going to write it down. Let's see. Andrew goes pitcher, catcher, short, first, center. Usually do center field after third base. All right. See, this is 2 paths diverge here. And you usually go pitcher, catcher. And Brian does. All right. Here's what we'll do. Well, I've already kind of screwed it up because I went pitcher. But let's... You start with position of the game number. Wow. All right, there's a lot of different strategies here. Very interesting. Start with the position of the game number. That is a very interesting thing. All right, third base pitcher. All right, well let's follow Brian's here. Because I've already done third base and pitcher. So we'll go center field here. And then next game we'll do Andrews, and then on Wednesday we'll do Paul's. So we'll start with second base on Wednesday. All right, we got Luke Combs and Oliver, that bastard redhead on Different Strokes. Cousin Oliver, or no, was it Cousin Oliver on Different Strokes, or was he on the Brady Bunch, or was he on both? Oh God, now I'm gonna have to look this up. That's not good. Now I've been distracted. Luke Combs, is this the Tigers? Luke Combs, Joe Sewell. I'm going Detroit. I'm just, whatever comes to my mind first when I see these. Brady Bunch, Cousin Oliver. There was a redheaded kid though, when what's her name that was on Designing Women married, what's his name? I can't remember the dude's name. Somebody Bain was his, Conrad Bain was his real name. Earl Combs. Oh, wait, you're telling me that's Earl Combs? I thought you somehow went to Family Feud and hosts of Family Feud that have passed away. Mr. Drummond, there you go. There you go. Did I have not put my... Oh, I removed my best color man in the game. I gotta put that back on. Who was the little redheaded kid that I want to call her Dixie, because I think that was her name on like Designing Women or something. When she married Mr. Drummond, she brought some stupid little kid. Is that what did I say Luke Combs? Sam in the last. Was it the same kid though? Was Sam and Cousin Oliver the same actor? Is what I want to know. And if not, why did they always choose redheaded kids? Because they knew they were going to get hated on. Did I honestly say Luke Combs? Because I do know that name. I couldn't tell you a song he sings, but I swear I said Earl Combs though, right? Maybe I didn't. I probably didn't. Dixie Carter is her real Dixie Carter, that's also the name of or at least the name she used. She was the owner of TNA Wrestling for a long time. Danny Cooksley. I don't know that name. Wow, we have named everybody on this planet except for the team that these guys play for. I see. I did say Luke Combs. All right. Well, I'm a big country fan, if you couldn't tell. All right, let's see here. Oh, I think it's Detroit. I haven't chosen Detroit yet. Go Detroit. No Detroit. All right. What were we doing? We were doing third base, pitcher, center field, first base, then something. That's going to be catcher if I don't get it, probably. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we know who this is. Now, is that who we need? I mean, we're going to choose it unless I somehow remember. Calvin Pickering, was he a president? Or am I just... I don't think was there ever a president named Pickering? I'm not going to lie. These are some presidential names. Although, I think Alexander's the only one that's actually been. Well, I don't even think that's his last name. It was Alexander Hamilton or Graham Bell, but I don't think he was president. Who else showed up earlier? Well, okay, so we know that this is the Yankees. And why I can't remember that Sewell and Combs are on the Yankees, I don't know. And the Yankees are one of those teams I usually choose early anyway. Where's my coffee? All right, well, let's just go Yankees because we know that is one team. Surely not the team we need. Calvin Pickering was an Oriole. Well, let's hope we don't need the Orioles because there we go. I should really use this one when we start.
It's going to be a short game and I got to get home for lunch.
I should use that one before we start, I think, right? That should be my announcement. I should take that out of the we gotta run. But I'm just lucking into these this week so far. These are not great guesses. September 23rd, 1932, Jumbo Brown tossed his first ever career shutout as Yankees defeat worst ever Red Sox team by Larry Della Filippo. Let's see, 3-0, September 23rd. If this was the worst ever Red Sox team and it's in Boston, there's going to be nobody there. Nobody cares. They're going to be playing out they're just trying to get through the season. They want to go back. They want to go to the Dominican or wherever Big Papi's telling the Yankees to go. Let's say 2 hours and 12 minutes. I'm sticking with it until I get one. 2:12. 139. They really wanted out of there. 42 and 110. Look at that. They are almost the exact opposite of the Yankees. Wow. All right. Earl Combs, New York Yankees, committed. Joe Sewell, Cleveland. See, that's why Cleveland, I wasn't completely off my rocker there. This guy in left, this guy in first, Lazary. All right, let's see now. I would have gone Bill Dickey first, right? Joseph Wilson was with Cleveland. It's not surprising. All right. I feel you. According to some sources, Earl Combs' first player to wear a number. Yep. Oh, our very first episode, 300 episodes ago, was all about numbers and jersey numbers. Yep. They used to wear their numbers depending where they batted in the batting order. And I believe it was Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland was the first team. Okay, I'll look at Sewell here in a minute. Cleveland was the first team to wear jersey numbers. They did it briefly, and the players complained because when they wore numbers, the fans knew who they were, and they were heckling them, and they did not like that. So they stopped wearing them, but then the Yankees wore them, and then everybody wore them. But they originally wore them on their sleeves, not the back of their jersey, too, that first time. But, okay, let's see. Joe Sewell's strikeouts. I'm looking at them. I don't see any. My God. 100 and... Look at that. He played every day, too. Is there what's his Ks per... Do they break down Ks per 9? Or Ks per 9, Ks per game? Doesn't look like it. My God. So he would come to the plate almost 700 times a year. And 20 strikeouts was his career high. My God. And that was when he was young. Once he turned 26, it started to click. Yeah, I brought that up too. Like, what if, I mean, I guess guys played every day. You didn't really have that lefty-righty guy, right? Because they didn't change every day. I guess it's you name your number one team and then everybody after that. We did talk about it on that very first podcast. People still download that first podcast, that first episode. like, I mean, not as much as our recent episode, but it gets downloaded a lot still. I mean, it's a completely different show than what we kind of do. I don't want to say completely different, but no Wax Pack Heroes. We did second best. We did 2 stories each week. We did a bunch of different things. Evolution. This is incredible, though. Strikeouts. Frankie Crosetti. I'm not familiar with him. Ben Chapman, Bill Dickey. And then here for the Red Sox, I thought that said Doyle Alexander. Dale Alexander, Urbane Pickering, Rabbit Warstler. That is a great name. Rabbit Warstler. Harold Burton Warstler. I mean, he played for 11 years. Props to him. All right. Let's see. That was the Yankees. All right. I think I updated. Yeah, updated. All right, here we go. Game number 3. So for this game, we were going to do. All right. So we're gonna do Andrews here. Let me write it down because I will forget. Pitcher, catcher, short, first, center. All right. Crosetti coached for the Seattle Pilots. I bet he only coached for 1 year. All right. Here we go. So we're going to go pitcher first. Oh, speaking of Bob Gibson and Gaylord Perry. All right. So Gaylord Perry played for literally 773 different teams by that jersey that he would wear where he had all the teams on it. So we're going to steer clear of Gaylord. Although this could be the Giants because that would be around the time that Bob Gibson was pitching. Right? And that's who he came up with. Do we go with Cardinals or do we go with Giants? If this is in fact a Giants and Cardinals game, I'm going to pick the wrong one, guaranteed. 8. Perry Gibson played Ross. Oh, I have got to put that back on there. You're not the best color man in the game for nothing. That is perfect. That you get a star for that. Let's get a Jerry Coleman clip and I can go, "Oh, doctor, you can hang a star on that one." That is a great reference right there. That is on brand. Nice going, Paul. Perry Gilpin. I think he was probably joking because that's what I do. I get names that are close. And he was just putting Perry and Gibson together. I think it's great. I'm going to go with I think I've got these two teams sussed. I just don't know which is which. And I hate the fucking Giants. Oh, God. I mean, this is just, I'm going to pick the wrong one. If this is indeed, if I have a 50-50, I'm going to pick the wrong one. But I'm going with Gibson. As I said. All right. Next, you go with catchers. Who was the Giants catcher in 62? I'm just doing this because 62 was Perry's rookie year, and I collected the entire 62 Giants baseball card set. Was Ed Bailey the catcher? I don't remember. No. What our second Tim McCarver sighting of the day in the first 3 games. Harry Dietz. I don't know why Deets nuts. I have not had a drink or a smoke today either. I promise you. Dick Deets. There you go. I like Harry Deets better. And if Dick wasn't nicknamed Harry, I don't know what's going on. Might be Charlie Lau? Where did Charlie Lau come in? All right. Well, I'm going Giants. If this is wrong, then we've got to kind of start all over. There we go. You can tell I watched The Sandlot last week. Why did it go? Why did it go black? Got to fix that. All right, we got the Giants. All right, 1968. See, it wasn't 62. Gaylord Perry no-hits Cardinals. Outduel. Oh, yes. I remember this. I don't remember this game, but I remember reading this about this game. I think we both guessed the catcher before you revealed it. Oh. All right, 68. This is a no-hitter, 4-hit. This is under 2 hours. This is an hour and 49 minutes. 149. Well, I never remember what my window is, if it's 10 or 5. We're going to say it's 10. That counts. That's a win. Let's see. Not a lot of people at this game. Which middle of September at Candlestick. Even though both of these teams are doing well, and it's Bob Gibson versus Gaylord Perry, the temperature must have been 33 degrees with wind, is what I'm saying. All right. Second Curt Flood mention of the day. We got Marison Wright. We've got, oh boy, that would have messed me up, right? Cepeda and on the Cardinals, that would have messed me up. We got this jackanapes. We got Mike Shannon. All right, Dick Schofield. Wow. So Dick Schofield was still playing for the Angels when I got into baseball. Assuming this is him and not like his dad. Oh, father of Dick Schofield. All right, so not quite the same. It's his dad. Same name. All right, for the Giants, Bobby Bonds, Ron Hunt, Ty Klein. We got Stretch, Jimmy Ray Hart, Hulk Hogan's manager for quite a while. Jimmy Davenport, I remember that name. Dave Marshall. Willie Mays not in the starting lineup. Hal Lanier. I'm going to be honest. Stretch would have gotten me there. Bonds would have gotten me there. These starters, though, because Hal Lanier I think of as an Astro. No, I once I saw it, I remember Dick Schofield's dad was Dick Schofield, but I didn't remember it until I actually saw that. Hal Lanier. Oh, it's all Giants pretty much. Did he manage the Astros? Yeah, that's where I know him from. That's exactly where I know him from. Gaylord Perry is what got me there. And with all those teams, the 774 teams, or the 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Because that's right when I got into baseball, was when he was managing the Astros. All right. So, I mean, for the doom and gloom that I was expecting from the report, I mean, all the smart people went 9-0 and 8-1. I am not one of them. So, to start off 3-0, I'm pretty happy with. I'll take it. Paul, thank you again for keeping us here. I really appreciate that. We'll do the next ones on Perry is Cleveland. For me, it's just he's a giant. I think is that where did he play the most? Yeah, the Giant. I mean, clearly played the most there. But I just remember him from the Giants the most because I collected those 62, which is his rookie year, which I think those cards, that whole set's in the safe deposit box. I should probably revisit those. I need to start selling my cards, man. I'm never going to do anything with them. I don't look at them. I don't enjoy them. I need to get anybody want to buy a complete 1962 Giants set, let me know. It's got a maze in there. That was the hardest one. I'm not going to lie. It's not PSA graded. Well, none of them are PSA graded, but my loss was in game 4 to 6. So Wednesday. I saw that, Paul. I think it was on your feed that the guy's got a 45 game hit streak. I was pretty happy. I mean, I am very proud of my 25 game hit streak, but 45. I was saying if you want to buy a 1962 Topps, team set, I collected them. They are not graded. I'm going to guess most of them wouldn't be graded very well. The Mays especially, that was a very expensive card because it was Willie Mays. But the Gaylord Perry rookie card, I remember when I got that, it was actually, I got a pretty good deal on it. I would say, and I haven't seen it for a couple of years because it's in the safe deposit box, but I think it would probably be graded, if I'm remembering correctly, I would grade it at like a 7 or something. It's not great, but it's a Gaylord Perry rookie card. Oh, 34. An encyclopedia of baseball knowledge. I wish. I'm not even an encyclopedia of Ricky knowledge. I do think I know what my next tattoo is going to be, though. I think what I'm going to do is kind of get like an 88 Topps look with his career numbers on the back. I'm designing it currently. I'm excited because it won't take all day like my last one did. But I think I'm going to get like the back of a baseball card. I could just do, what if I got like the back of his final baseball card? It would be so small. But my next tattoo is going to be something related to his career numbers. And I can make them bold. Yeah, I think it's going to be cool. At least I think it's cool. When I came home from my last one and my wife saw my last tattoo, she's like, well, as long as you like it. It's not a ringing endorsement. All right, Joseph Juancho, thank you very much. Paul, thank you. We'll play again on Wednesday. We will use the Paul method, and we're going to go game. So what do you do, though? You start with the number of the game. So we'll start with second base, and then what do you do after that? Got to let me know. I gotta have a plan. All right, let's do a daily walk-off. We'll do an A's really quick. 2018 hits, 5 seasons with A's, mainly played center field and played for the Dodgers. Jeez. Yeah, when they get... See, I want it to be readable, though. That's the thing. So I think I'm just going to go with his career numbers. I'll come up with something. All right. Joe Blanton. Well, he played 5 seasons with the A's, but he also pitched for the Angels. Matt Joyce, I think, stays there. Todd Van Poppel. I don't think he played for the Angels. We'll put him there. Jonathan Lucroy also played for the Angels. Center field, we got T. Long. Cargo, he must have played there, and Matt Joyce must have played there because, oh no, Kotze could go there too. Alberto Callaspo played for the Angels. 5 seasons, Miggy, Blanton, and then these guys are good there. This might be it. This might be a easy one, I say. There we go. All right, I'll take it. 3-0, first one. All right, let's do this. We got the grid. We got the Padres, the Bucks, first round draft pick. We got the Angels, the Dodgers, and pitched 1 game. Let's do this. There we go. We got 2 Ricky spots. Angels or Dodgers? You know, it seems to me people seem to remember Ricky from the Dodgers more than the Angels. So let's go. Let's put him here. Big number. Pretty big number. First round draft pick by the Angels. Was Trout a first round draft pick? I'm going to guess that's going to be number 1. See, I don't know first round draft picks. And it's got to be from the team. Or played at least 1 game with the team in their career. So if we put Cliff Pennington there, who was an A's first round draft pick, that should work, right? Trout was number 1. Yeah, I'm sure he's going to be number 1 there. Okay, must have played a major league game. When paired with a team, player must have either been drafted in the first round by that team or played at least 1 game with that team in their career. All right, so let's put Cliff Pennington there then. Bam, we're gaming the system. Who else can we do that with? Former Athletics number 1 draft picks. Because I don't know. What about Darryl Strawberry? I don't know if he was a first round draft pick. What about Greg Maddux? I don't know if he was a number 1 draft pick. Oh, let's put right here. We could put Greg Maddux right here. Dodgers and Padres legend, Greg Maddux. Pitched 1 game. All right, here we want to go with non-pitchers, I believe. Although we could go with Mark Langston here because he's got Sabrina. Teenage Witch. Of which, when Mark Langston appeared on Sabrina the Teenage Witch, he was a free agent, actually. And signed with the Padres the next year. I don't remember if he... No, he did have like 1 or 2 lines on that episode. Didn't do much, but he was just dressed in a nondescript pinstriped uniform, like red pinstripes, like an old Phillies or White Sox uniform. All right. We could maybe put like Albert Pujols here, or Freddie Freeman. Was Steve Sachs a first-round draft pick? I don't know. Was Pedro Guerrero a first-round draft pick? Was Fernando Valenzuela was signed as a free agent? Hey, I didn't ask you. Don't talk to me like that. I didn't ask you anything. All right, let's go down the Bucks. So Daniel Vogelbach played for the Bucks. He didn't play for any of these teams, though. Andy Van Slyke. I don't think he played for those teams. Jeff King, Chico Lind, Sid Bream. Spanky didn't play for either of these teams. Rick Rhoden, I would have known Rick. I wouldn't have known Rick Rhoden played for the Dodgers. Think of him as a Yankee, because that's when he was there when Ricky was there. I want to put Straw here, but I just don't know if he was a number one pick or not. I would think he would have been, but did Bonilla pitch? Oh wait, we don't. Oh, just Bonilla pitch. Yeah. Bonilla would fit there. I guess I don't use Bobby Bonilla that much, although I should. Because he's one of those cheat code guys. Professional hitter Matt Stairs played for the Bucks. I don't think he played for either of these two teams, though. Not sure. I'm trying to think of guys that would have pitched for the Pirates that were position players. Straw went number one overall. All right, well, then we're going to do. I was pretty sure he was number one. I didn't know he was number one overall, but thank you for that. All right, Bucks. Just when I'm thinking about the Pirates back in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, you didn't have a lot of position players pitching in games. Like it was a real rarity. So I don't know that I'm going to get somebody like that. I bet the number one answer is Skeens. What if we go Jose Lima? Little Lima time. Oh, nice. I bet that's a good card. I mean, I'm even thinking about selling my Ricky cards. I mean, what am I going to do with them? I don't look at them. They're just in they're in binders in a box. I never look at them. I think I'm going to start selling stuff, guys. Look for me on eBay. Let's go with Jose Lima. Oh, what about Kent Benson? Was that his name? Kent Benson? Or is that an NBA player? I think that was an NBA player. What was Chris Benson? Is that his name? Whose wife was like she was a model or something? I mean, Jose Lima's wife was a model of some sort, I think. I just remember that. What was it? Was it Chris Benson? Yeah, Chris Benson. I'm doing it. There we go. Oh, I'll bet you that's higher. I'll bet you that's higher than Jose Lima in Lima time. All right, let's think of some Bucks. Playboy. Yes, that's what. Yeah, I remember. And then they didn't get along well or something. And then I think she divorced him and married another like baseball player or something. There's a lot of stuff. I think Scott Erickson would fit here, but we're not using him. He's on the dental list currently. I know. It's almost time, buddy. It's almost time. Very exciting. Yesterday at 10 o'clock on the dot, I was helping my wife do something in her office, and he came in at 10 o'clock on the dot, ready to go. He's got a good internal clock. You don't have much up there, but you've got a good internal clock. Yeah, you got a good internal clock, buddy. All right, Bucks. I don't think I can use the Wainers here. Probably doesn't work. Let's think of some We Are Family. Oh, Dave Parker. Bam. Anytime we can use Dave Parker, we're going to do it. Ooh, that's a high score. That's a big one. All right, Bucks and Dodgers. I mean, we could go Bonilla here. Hey, girl. Dodgers. Let's think of some Dodgers. Like Mickey Hatcher. Tracy Woodson. Or no, Tracy Woodson Mike Easer? Oh, that's a good one. I would not come up with that. Tracy Woodson is a sideline reporter for football. Oh, yeah, I had to ask if Daryl was a number one overall pick, though. Because I assumed he was, but I wasn't sure. Dodgers and Bucks. Trying to think of some other Dodgers names that would be fun. Brett Butler, Pedro Guerrero, no Fernando. Fernando didn't make his way to Pittsburgh. Did Chan-Ho Park ever pitch for the Bucks? Oh, wait. Jose Lima did, though. Jose Lima played for both these. There we go. I can fit Lima in there. Bam. What? Hey, what? No. I know Jose Lima pitched for those teams. No. I am filing a complaint. He never pitched for the... I was getting him with Benson. I got him mixed up with Benson, who I just used. That's a fail. That is a fail. All right, let's try and guess number one then, since we've already biffed this. Is it going to be Bonilla? Now that I think about it, no, I think he pitched for... I can see him for some reason in that uniform. All right, well, we're doing Chan-Ho Park then. I should have gone with my gut instinct. Look at that score too. That would have been great. Damn. All right. Oh, we did get a number one. Russell Martin was number one. Wow. Boy, talk about recency here. Wow. Except for these three, they're all still playing. Okay. The hardest one was the Angels row, like by quite a bit. Wow. What was the average? 7.5. We're close. All right. Oh, gosh darn it. I got to take my record off. I keep forgetting to do that. All right. I mean, it's okay. We did okay. This was kind of a bummer because we did so well on walk-off and starting 9. I just want to see who else he played for. Rangers, Padres, the Phillies, the Yankees, the Mets. I don't remember any of those. One game for the Mets, and he got shelled. And then they're like, yeah, thank you. That was his only game that year. 2007. 2007. Well, he was traded midway through the season. the Astros are like, hey, we got this great guy. Hey, you want him? Yeah. I didn't know that he started here in the big leagues. I just assumed that he had played in the KBO before. Although, obviously, he did not. All right. Well, that'll do it. That was a successful Monday. I had fun. I hope you did. Look at that, 10 o'clock right on the dot. I'm not good looking. I'm not smart, but I'm prompt. All right, guys. I will see you all on Wednesday. We'll do this again. Have have fun. There's hockey starting in an hour. Go Leafs, go. And then we got baseball for the rest of the day. So be good to each other. Peace. Be safe. And I'll see you on Wednesday.